how can our business leverage user-generated content for our own marketing? And so this kind of involves, especially tint shops or anybody else, it's trying to get your customers to then repost or take pictures or kind of do different things where they're featuring what you did for them. So in essence, you're getting free advertising and trying to drum that up as much as possible. I think it's one of those things, even if it's getting a customer to do a review is sometimes really tricky. And so much less having them do a social media post might feel like trying to stick bamboo under your fingernails. So it's one of those things, if you can get somebody, and it goes back to what I was saying before, with that's so passionate that they want to share what you did for them with their friends and stuff. And it's one of those things where you could reach out through a DM and it's like, hey, can I reuse that post and post it on my thing? And then chances are, if they already put it out on their social, they're going to have no problem with you like reposting it, whether it's putting it onto your story or putting it onto a post or a feed. So if you can figure out a way to give such great service or such a great product that somebody is so enamored that they want to go and tell everybody about it, and it comes down to that, just making that customer feel special and important for whatever you're doing for them, it's trying to then turn that around and get them, if they're going to talk about it to their friends, like if it's word of mouth, it's like you said before, it's just another digital version of word of mouth to their friends. And then you can magnify that to your followers and be like, hey, look at one of our customers came in here and was so happy with what we did for them that they had to go on and share it everybody. And we want to share that with you. So figuring out a way to make sure that you can have that connection. And also it might be tricky to bring it up, but say, hey, if you really, at the end of your purchase transaction, to say like, if you can leave us a review, or if you really would like, you could go and post something on social media. We would love to repost it for you, and letting them know right at that point when you're doing everything. And as long as you can tell that they had a good experience, that might be an in for you. So figuring out a way to leverage that might be helpful in your own marketing, that you're really not having to do much besides just asking them if they can do a post or do a video or do a story.
And you could even sometimes turn that around. I think Tim is hitting on this a little bit. Yeah, I asked with my Tint, his comment is, I asked with my Tint Wiz review link to share pics to my Google, and people do it here and there. Yeah, that's one way. The other way, I think, turn it a little bit on its head with what you're talking about, Ronnie, is ask them if they're okay with you posting a picture of their car, their home, whatever, on your page and tagging them in it. The result may be that you post it and then they repost it. You know, they share it to their page because you posted a great picture of their car or whatever, and then you tag them in it. And there's a chance if you feel like they're not going to post it to where you can share it, tag them in it with the hopes that then they will in fact share that post to their following from there. So I think, you can kind of read people. There's people that are always posting to social media that quite honestly might go ahead and post it, from your shop, and you can leverage that. And then there's other people that I think take a lot of pride in their car and whatever. And if you post a nice post, say, hey, it was great to, work on George's new Corvette C8 today. We're so happy he brought it in and gave us the opportunity to install window film on it today. If George is really proud of that car, he may very well then share your post to be like, look at my car, look at what these guys did. They shared a picture of my car on their page. And it's also a sideways hack to, get more exposure to your posts and, to your page. So.
Yeah, no, it's anything that you can make it a little less work for you, especially if you're running a business. Obviously, you've got a lot of things going on. And if you can necessarily cut down that time to figure out a way, hey, if I can get more people to kind of see this, then maybe one or two of their friends or family might give me a call. So it's how can you micro build up your following? Because it's one of those things, you're not all of a sudden going to have one fantastic post that's going to go out and all of a sudden the phone's going to be ringing off the hook. It's going to be these little micro baby steps of making sure that one customer feels good enough to kind of do that. So it's just making sure you have that continued effort and keep trying to make sure that everybody is happy with what you're doing.